Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So guys, in this video I'll be reviewing the iPhone 17. So I've been using this one for over 2 weeks now, and I'm just here to share with you some of the things I love, like I totally love about this phone, and some of the things that are just not like hate, but some of the things that are just, some of the features that are just not it. I'm just not into it like that. I'm like, because it's necessary, it's not necessary like that, but they just had to add it because Apple is, always doing too much. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I've used this one for over 2 weeks, and it's been a wonderful experience. Like, I've enjoyed every single thing about this phone, and I can't wait to share. Just so in case somebody wants to buy the phone, you've been considering, should I get an iPhone 17, should I change my phone? I probably would give you reasons to change your phone or not change your phone. So let's get straight into it. Mind you, I'm the first woman in my village to buy an iPhone 17. Drum roll! But seriously, I know that a man must have bought it before me, but I'm very certain that in my village, the whole of Amagu community, it's me. So you guys are not gonna hear word, not possible. So pros or cons? Should I start with the pros or the cons? Okay, no, let me start with the cons, because people like to hear bad news. I don't know why. Or no, not really. It's not, the cons are not really, not so negative, but it's just me, speaking out loud or thinking out loud. Yeah, that's how they say it. So let's start immediately. Okay, so the first con about this phone is the camera button. Like, yes, the camera button, you could still take pictures with your, the usual volume button, but now let me explain. So this is the pouch of my iPhone 12. Okay, so now you can still take pictures with your camera, but your volume button, like hold your phone like this and still take pictures. But now things have changed. They've not changed actually. They now added this whole camera, another camera button here, so you can actually now take picture from here. So I'm like, it's not necessary, because already I most likely would hold my phone like this, and meaning that my hand is already here, so it's not necessary to add that extra thing here. Although aside just pressing that button, you can actually zoom in and out and sort of edit your video, like change the brightness, like increase the brightness, exposure from this button. So the button is not just for pressing, you can actually like swipe the button, which is creative. But for me, I'm already used to using my volume button, so when I see that there, I'm like, which one is say because they use this finger, it's just not it. For some people, they love it. Like I said, you can do a bit of editing with that button, zoom in and out, add brightness, add exposure, from there. But no, for me, it's just not it. Okay, that's one. Second thing is the dual capture feature. This thing where you're making a video of yourself and then you're behind, like, so both cameras are working. Your front facing camera is working, and then the rear camera is filming. So like, this is good for people who want to make like reaction videos. So you're making videos, you are commenting on something, you're filming something in real time, and you're commenting on it too concurrently, so you're making two videos at once. Well, this is actually a good feature for some people, like I said, for people who like to make reaction videos. But for me, it's just, well, I like the feature, but I most likely not use it. Maybe I will anyways, but this is something Samsung already has. And in my mind, I'm like, why is Apple making a big deal out of the dual capture? We now have dual capture, but Samsung phones, like, since how many years, they already have that feature. So it's not new. It's not something I think Apple should be, boasting about. So like I said, I'm not sure I would ever use that feature, because I don't see anything exciting about it. Okay, another thing is Apple Intelligence. So somebody said one time that Apple likes to, like, you create one thing that already exists. It's not a new idea, but you just start to hype it and make it feel like Apple Intelligence, Gemini, Google. What's Google's version? Is it Gemini? Not Gemini. This Google sound, I don't forget the name, like Google audio. You know how you say hey Siri, the Google's version. I don't forget Google's name. I'll check what's Google's version of Siri. You get, Google already has those things, and even there's Siri already in existence. So you now create the same feature and name it Apple Intelligence. I mean, so you're not telling me, oh, you can summarize your email, you can summarize your email, you can what you can translate, you can do smart reply. ChatGPT already does all those things, so there is no like, you're not creating anything out of the blues, you're not doing any spectacular thing, but Apple will rebrand it, Apple will package it and make it look like it's one very big deal. Like I said, it's not like it's a con. For some people, they will enjoy using all of those features, but I'm like, smart reply, Gmail already, for instance, if someone sends you a message and you're trying to type a reply to your email, it's already suggesting some words for you, so it's not as if it's a big deal. Gmail already does that. So Kini big deal. So another downside to this phone is that, newsflash, it gets hot too. So you think it was, I used to think, oh, okay, my hotness or my phone will go hot again. I have a better phone. I have a Malayo. The phone still, well, I would say not all the time, because the time I tried to move my things from my iPhone 12 to this phone, it got really hot. But since then, I think another time it has gotten hot. Another time, I can't remember what I was doing with the phone, but it was just a little bit hot. After then, it was no longer hot. So the phone, they hot join. But I think Apple should work on that fact. I don't know about other Android phones. I don't know about Samsung. I think Apple needs to work on that fact that your phone just starts to get hot when it gets really busy. And then when my phone gets hot, I like to like turn off my apps, like close most of the apps that are running. Okay, so Apple, for the price we got this phone, man, you guys should work on that. Okay, and then another feature that I'm just not is the always on feature. Like, when I set up my phone and I put everything on my phone and I start using it, I realize that when I turn off, like when my lock screen is off, I'm still seeing dim lights and I'm seeing my time and I'm seeing alarm. Like, it's dim, your phone is locked, like your phone is asleep, but you can see the light dim, you can see the time, you can see a couple of other widgets on your phone, and I'm like, no, I don't like this. I have to now quickly check, and then it says, oh, there's an always on feature, meaning that even when your phone is asleep, the screen is a little bit bright, you can see the time. I say, no. When my phone is asleep, when I press this lock button, I need to see my screen totally dark. I don't want to see time, I don't want to see nothing. I need the phone to be totally dark. That always on feature is not for me. I'm not gonna use it. Immediately I saw it, I had to go to the settings and turn it off. Like, what do you mean my phone should be always on? For what? It's not. That one doesn't cut it for me. Okay, so aside the bad news aside, the cons aside, let's talk about some of the fantabulous feature of this phone that I'm like, oh my goodness, I made a very good decision. Okay, so do you want to hear? Let's go. You guys, the first feature I love so much is the liquid glass. Like, this phone is so smooth to press. Like, if you've been pressing your iPhone 13, 12, 11, I don't know why do you have an iPhone 11 in 20 why do you have an iPhone 11 in 2025 and you switch to a 17, you feel like, oh my god, this screen is so sleek. Like, I feel like at some point Apple would make phones where if I blow breeze on the screen, like, it will move. It's so, you don't need to even touch the screen for it to move. You're just doing it like this and it's moving. Everything is just like smooth. I think it's the 120 hertz something that causes it, but it is, the liquid glass is amazing. Like, from, I don't know, the hair, if you have hair on your hand, on the tip of your hand, that hair can actually move the screen. That's how sleek and that's how smooth it is, and I totally love it. Another feature I love is the camera stabilization. Camera stabilization. You guys, if you're making a video like this, even if you're running, you know how you're running and your hand is shaking, trust me, after filming that video, if you look at that video, in fact, I'll do a test for you guys to see what I mean. After filming that video, if you look at that video, it is steady. Like, it's not looking like somebody is jogging and running. Okay, I love that feature, especially for vloggers, especially for people like me that like to make videos on outdoors. Of course, when you're walking, you know, when you're making videos and you're walking, definitely you are shaking the camera is just steady. This camera stabilization feature is mad. Oh, I love that for this phone. Okay, and oh my god, when I remember the amount I bought it, and then of course this feature, I'm like, okay, it's not that bad. Another thing I like about the phone is the size. I don't like big phones. You guys, look at my palm. I have a really small palm, and I can't imagine myself holding a 6.9 inches phone. Like, the iPhone 17 Pro Max is 6.9 inches. It is so wide, and I always tell anybody that cares to listen that phone is too masculine. It's too masculine that even if I can afford a Pro Max, I'm not sure I'm ever going to buy it, because why am I using I need to like borrow an extra hand to hold that phone. The phone is so wide, but I like this because this is 6.3 inches. The iPhone 12 is just 6.1. This is 6.3, so you wouldn't even notice the difference. When I switched from this to this, I didn't really notice the difference in size. Okay, you will need to actually browse to check, because initially I thought they were the same size, because I couldn't even notice. It was when I checked, like did a Google search, and I realized that, oh, this is 6.1 and this is 6.3. You guys, I love small phones. I love phones that are sleek. So the size does it for me. Another feature is the high refresh rate. Oh my god, this phone uses an A19 chip. What this means is that, so in my iPhone 12, when I was using this iPhone 12, I could be googling something, I could be browsing, and then I switch to another app, say TikTok or something else. By the time I'm back, I have to like it has to start loading again from the Google, like from the research I was doing or from the Google search I was doing, and it was really annoying because I mean I just switched 2 seconds ago. Why do I have to wait for the thing to start? So the refresh rate is now very high. So I could be googling something and then I move to 3-4 other apps and I'm back to that same Google, and it is what I was browsing is still there. I don't have to refresh. I don't have to. So the refresh rate is totally amazing, and the same with every other app. So you just pick up from where you stop, literally, not like this one that will refresh and refresh. And if the network is bad, it will be really more annoying. But now I enjoy a phone that has a higher refresh rate, so I love that for the iPhone 17. Another reason I absolutely love this phone is the long lasting battery. You guys see, my power bank go don the reason say maybe my owner go don die. I never die, yo. I never die. I am very much alive, healthy and sound, because since I got this phone, I've just had my power bank in the drawer. It has just been there. Like the power bank was the one that say, what is now my job now? Why did you now buy me if you can't use me? Because I mean, like, I charge my phone just once in a day. As I leave my house, maybe I leave my house on a full battery. I come back. Sometimes I come back 30-something%, sometimes 40-something%. And this is me that presses my phone at the slightest opportunity. I need to let this phone rest. I have a bad car. In fact, everybody shout. I have a bad car. I'm always pressing my phone, but the battery is totally amazing. It lasts. But of course, with heavy usage, it runs down faster. But average usage, normal usage, going to TikTok, social media, doing your daily runs, pressing your phone, basically, I just love it. I don't like the fact that I used to carry my charger or my power bank then around. Since I got this phone, my charger is always in my room. I know they come out with them at all. I've never left my house with my charger. The only time I'll leave with my charger, maybe I'm traveling or something. But until then, I still love the experience of having long-lasting battery, charging my phone just once in a day, and taking me throughout the day. I love it so much. Another feature that bosses my brain is the fast charging. So aside the battery lasting, this phone really charges fast. Do you know that I use a 30-watt battery? By the way, charger. I use a 30-watt charger, and the 30-watt charger charges 50% in 30 minutes. This means that in 1 hour, my phone is full. Yes, 1 hour of uninterrupted pressing or anything, this phone charges full. And now let me even bust your bubble. I use a 30-watt charger because that's what I got from Amazon. It's quite cheaper. But the 40-watt charger version of this, a 40-watt charger can charge 50% in 20 minutes, which means in 40 minutes, 45 or 50 minutes, you can charge this phone from zero to 100%. I thought they were actually joking. One day I set my alarm for 30 minutes. You guys, my phone was at 2% or something, and I plugged this charger, and within 30 minutes, and they see 50-something%. I was like, are you serious? Amazing. So the fast charging works. So if you live in Nigeria, this is a reason to buy this one, because of course you will not be bothered light or light. Even if NEPA bring that their wait and take 1 hour light or 30 minutes light, you can charge your phone and go your way. Okay, so the fast charging is totally amazing for me, because the fact that I don't take up my charger out, I could go to a place, even if my phone is low, I could just say, oh, let me just sit down here for 30 minutes, and I'm sitting for 30 minutes and I'm charging my phone for 50% at least. This is super amazing. And another thing, of course, I love about this phone is the viewing experience. If you watch Netflix on an iPhone 17, hey, mommy, oh, my body they shake. It is totally amazing. The viewing experience is amazing. Even YouTube movies, they enhance the view. In fact, I don't know how to explain viewing experience. You know what I mean? You get the quality is it is so good. You would love it, trust me. You're gonna love it. Another reason is the landscape. Well, this is even so you know how, like, you want to take a landscape video on your iPhone 11. Shame no they catch you. You know how you want to take a landscape video on your iPhone 11, so you have to tilt your phone like this, right? Okay, but with your iPhone 17, I'm currently filming landscape, but my phone is like this. You know why? You can actually film landscape with your phone horizontal. This is horizontal or vertical. Yeah, this is vertical. You can keep your phone vertically and still film horizontally. That's a new feature. But then this feature is only works for the front-facing camera. That's why I said Apple would have just made it both ways anyway. So I can keep my phone portrait and then film a landscape video. That's for just my face. But when I want to use my rear camera, I have to tilt. That's why I said they need to, like, improve on this one. So I forgot to add that the camera quality is totally amazing, you guys, especially outdoors. So when I got this phone, I took 2 pictures, one with my iPhone 12, and I stood in the same position and took another one with my iPhone 17. But to be honest, I didn't really notice the difference. I was even speaking to my flatmate about it, the fact that the difference in camera is not really that bad, and then he pointed out some things and all. But you guys, you're going to feel the difference when you go outdoors. Like when you take pictures outdoors, you know that, oh really, there is really a difference, you get. So another thing I like is the night vision feature, still about the camera, you guys. So it automatically sets your phone to night vision at night, and then the pictures you take at night is bang, like the pictures really come out well. Even with low lighting, the pictures really come out well, and I love that for this phone. Okay, so another thing I want to also, in fact I've always been talking about it, is the space, you guys. This phone is a 512 gig phone, and I don't know, the relief, like imagine moving from a 128 gig phone to a 512 gig phone. Oh my goodness, like I've not gotten over the excitement. In fact, I'm already used to deleting some kind of thing, some content from my phone, because I'm like, okay, space, I'm trying to reserve space. I really have to like pinch myself to say, okay, madam, calm down, you no longer use a 128 gig phone again. Okay, yeah. So that's basically it. And of course, the Apple Intelligence, I didn't tell you the part where with the Apple Intelligence you can actually edit your photos. Like for instance, you take pictures and then there's an unwanted person or unwanted stuff in the background, you can always edit that out without altering the image and all of that. So yeah, I forgot to add these 3 features, and sure, trust me, I love it for this phone. Yep. Anyways, these are some of the features I love about this phone, and there's so many other features, but I'm like, let me not bore you people, because some people have not used an iPhone 17 before, some people have not seen an iPhone 17 before. So when I now start talking about many of these features, talking, they'll come, they feel bad, say they're using an iPhone 12 and 13, and then confidence, yes, I'm calling you out, because you say iPhone 13 slander will not be allowed. It will be allowed. iPhone 13 Pro, that's what you, okay, no, you even use an iPhone 13 Pro Max, the audacity, in 2025, an iPhone 13. Sister, change that phone, okay. So anyways, that's why I just say, let me tell you, it's not for people to not be jealous in me and coming to say, let us hear. You cannot hear word. with your iPhone, with your iPhone 11 and iPhone 12. You can't, okay. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for coming to this video, and please like and please subscribe to my channel, because I might buy an iPhone 18 tomorrow and dash you my iPhone 17. Vivid imagination. Gay. Oh my video. Please like this video and subscribe. And of course, I will see you in the next one. Ta-da.